South African banks have implemented some relief for consumers. Kgomotso Modimoeng-Hollo from the Banking Association of South Africa joins me via Skype. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Talk to us about what's happening firstly with regards to banking fees.
The only thing that has changed with regards to the fees that we're really highlighting is the fees that customers would normally pay when they're using the ATMs that are not theirs. So under normal circumstances, if you use obviously your own bank's ATM, you pay the fees accordingly, according to how they charge you. Some banks would pay, for example, give you several amounts of free withdrawal fees. However, if you use a different ATM, you would be charged what we normally call a switch fee, or you could call it a network service fee. At this point in time, during the COVID-19 restrictions or lockdown, all our banks have agreed that you will not be charged that fee. So if you use a different ATM or an ATM that is not of your bank, you will not be charged an additional fee. And obviously that is so that we can help our customers, because during the lockdown, there's going to be restrictions with regards to the transport, meaning that we're encouraging our consumers to either use the ATM closest to them, or if they really need to withdraw money, to use the retailers closest to them.
Talk to us about then the kind of relief that's being offered by banks to consumers at the moment and how people can access this relief.
At the moment, generally the banks have offered the holiday payment, which the name literally say that you will not be making payments for the 3 months. Most of the banks have, or all of the banks have agreed on 3 months. Obviously, the fees and charges on these loans will continue to accumulate. And all the consumers need to contact their own banks to find out how they could qualify. And if they don't qualify for holiday payment, the bank will then give you details on how else can they can assist you. For example, different banks will also take you through how you could perhaps use your credit insurance, and banks are also looking to assist clients that are over indebted on what measures can they help them on. So we generally encouraging consumers to say contact your own bank, because each case will be looked at if you're not at a good standing. So obviously when we use the word good standing, it means that if your account is not, you have not skipped any payments, or you don't have any other payment issues. So generally, we please asking the consumers, please contact your own bank, as each case is looked at individually.
Let's talk a little bit more about those people who are not in good standing, or people who, as a result of their work or circumstances, are in a precarious position before lockdown, and therefore the position is going to get worse as the lockdown continues.
Yeah, and those are the consumers that, as we're saying, as we're talking now, the banks are looking at those cases case by case. So the only way consumers will know that what kind of a help are they able to get is, like I said, that each bank have a different process, or they're looking at the processes individually per bank as to what kind of help can they give those consumers. So depending on your application processes, the consumers will be helped accordingly.
Let's talk about these payment breaks or payment holidays. What exactly happens when somebody applies for one, and what does it mean for your pocket and your bank account going forward, especially when it comes to interest?
So like I said, I just said now that a payment holiday literally means that you will not be asked to make a payment for those months, for those 3 months, if you're given a holiday for the 3 months. However, the charges and the fees you will still incur in your account, and that then again means that it's either depending on the affordability and how that case will be looked at. It's either the consumer's payment period could increase at the end, obviously to allow the consumer to finish paying for that debt. Alternatively, it would mean that the consumer will have to then make payment arrangements with their banking institution. So again, that's why we continue to encourage the consumers that are able to continue to make payments to say, rather continue to make your payment. The holiday is to really help those consumers that absolutely cannot make it. But that does not say that they will not be liable to pay for the fees and charges as per their agreement.
There have been some suggestions that there should be debt write-offs, that there should be a reset of the economic system. Talk to us about why South African banks cannot afford to do this. So, as you know, our banks are generally regulated, strictly regulated, I have to say, and obviously my colleagues from market conduct would be the right ones to tackle this question. But generally, because our banks are regulated, and that is to make sure that our people that save the money with us or invest the money with our banks, we are able to give them that money when they want to. So that is the reason why we are not able to just write off that money. But like I said, that is the topic that would be properly discussed with our market conduct department at Banking Association. Thanks so much for your time, Kgomotso Modimoeng-Hollo from the Banking Association of South Africa, joining me via Skype and speaking to us a little bit about what could happen in terms of your accounts, payment breaks and the like during this period.